So guys, today we have here Mr. Tawab. He is a businessman here in Canada and he studied management and psychology. So today I requested him to talk to us on psychology, that what is psychology, what is the importance of psychology, and how we can apply psychology, its relationship with personality development, stress management, our performance under stress, like in examination halls, students, and the career of psychology, how it is important. So, Mr. Tawab, thank you very much for this short discussion. Will you please introduce yourself and then why you are interested in psychology management and then importance of psychology, please?
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Tawab. It is an honor to be here at your office. Thank you for the opportunity to sit down here and to discuss a little bit about psychology with you and with the audience that you are.
Facebook groups, yeah. We have a group of psychology in Facebook, yeah.
Sure. So I'm an entrepreneur from Ottawa, from Canada. I manufacture hand hygiene products that eliminates germs and bacteria from your hands. We believe in hygiene. And I studied here at the University of Carleton, here in the capital city of Canada, business management, and I took a second major in psychology. I am being asked what is the importance of psychology. Psychology is basically behavior and its relationship to interactions from the outside to you. Now,
yes, please. Yeah, it is okay. Yes, continue, please. Yeah. So its application on our life, and what did you feel like important? How psychology is important?
For me, why I study psychology, because I wanted to know why do people behave in a certain way. For me, it was important to understand child psychology as well, because as a young man back then, wanting to have a family and to raise children, I wanted to know how to raise a child properly.
Okay, child psychology.
Child
yes.
psychology
Okay,
well,
good.
Yeah.
That's its application on education, also on science of education.
Psychology is all education. It's you understanding mind, understanding behavior, understanding patterns. Why do people behave in a certain way? What causes someone to have a reaction? And then afterwards, you be easily to be able to profile and sort of foresee and foreshadow, see what can you expect from someone when something happens. In any kind of circumstances. So for me, I think that studying psychology is good because it helps you with having better relationship with anyone, whether it's your family members, whether it's someone that you're working with, whether it's even with a stranger or with the outside world. So behind all of that is a mind that's in action. And to know how to interact with that mind.
Mind in action. It's a very good phrase, yeah.
Yes.
So in psychology, you study mind in action.
Yes.
And this mind in action we call behavior.
This mind in action is behavior. It's a set of behaviors, a set of chains of actions, and it's triggered by something from the outside, and then you behave in that way. Now, the upbringing of a human being is very important. Why? Because how you are nurtured will dictate to you, or from a psychologist's perspective, we will know why did you behave this way. Certain cultures in certain parts of the world, they will behave in a certain way because they're raised that way. In other parts of the world, other people will behave in a certain way because of the way that they were nurtured.
So this controversy of nature and nurture. Some people say nature or biology, your genes, that is more important, your blood. And others say that no, environment, culture, education, behavior modification. So do you think that personality in psychology, that is innate, that is from inside, or it is outside? Like if you were born in another country, now you're in Canada, so do you think that Canada changed you, or you carry the same person from your country?
That's a very, very good question. It's very interesting, actually. When I first came to Canada, it was a cultural shock. I came from a native from Afghanistan, and then from Afghanistan, there was war with Russia. So my family, we escaped. My father helped everyone to move from there to a safe place where he wanted to have his children to rise and to be good and to be productive members of society. So to leave from there to come here, it was a very lengthy journey, sometimes dangerous, but also at the same time, when I came here with a different set of mentality, with a different set of rules, with certain ways of how to behave or how to interact. So when I came in here, it was an absolute cultural shock because I came with a mentality from back home, which was a little bit more rules, more restrict, and then what to expect, that if you were to breach these rules, what would happen. But in here, I learned that it's a more relaxed environment, that people were more easygoing.
So psychology, studies such kind of change in your attitude, in your behavior. And this is also one of the subject matter of psychology.
Yes.
That intercultural linkages, that difference between one culture, another culture, and then the personality development. So what will your tips like for personality development in psychology? How the young people, the youth, they can focus and they become more creative, more critical?
Okay. You want to get a little bit more deep into that. Okay, so you can bring someone with a different mindset that have been programmed, and then you put them in a different environment that is used to different kind of mindset. There's going to be a little bit of a clash. Now, we're all a product of nurture.
Nurture.
It's
Okay.
all about nurturing. It's how you're nurtured. And then nature.
You are more in the favor of nurture, not nature. Because you came from Afghanistan and then you were changed in Canada. It means that this nature, that may be important, but you may not change your skin color, but you can change your behavior.
Most unfortunately, or actually, let me rephrase that. Let me take that back. We are a product of our nature. We're a product of our environment.
Environment.
Right. So
now, from nature, I mean your nature, your inside, your genes, your biology,
right,
your blood, nature.
Right.
Yeah, and then nurture is your upbringing, your education.
Yes.
So some people think that habits can't be changed. You are born in a certain way. You will be always the same way.
I don't believe in that at all.
Yeah.
Personally, and if you want to look at it from a psychological perspective, that's not true. I think that a behavior is a set of actions, and these set of actions can be reprogrammed into the mind. You just have to show the subject on why they should take this, because of every action there is a consequence to it, and there's no need sometimes for us to take a certain action. Having said that, I think it's crucial that when you are placed into a different mind, or if you want to change your behavior, that you adapt new habits. A habit is a set of actions that's done repeatedly, and usually about 28 days or 4 weeks is when a habit is changed. Now, in the beginning, when you want to change something, it's going to feel very odd to you, because you're disagreeing with your own self inner, and you're saying maybe this is not right. But as you go along, you see that actually habit has changed. Therefore, your results in that has changed as well. So here, I think that it's very important to be very aware of where you are.
Exactly.
If the idea,
conscious of your environment.
you must be absolutely always conscious of your environment, because